Reaching for the Moon was released in 1930. This is directed by Edmund Goulding, written by Goulding, with a cast including Douglas Fairbanks, Bebe Daniels, and various others. The performances are very good. The characters are quite interesting, and the musical aspect, not so much. It is technically a musical, but there are very few songs in it. There were problems with it, and there's some more information on Wikipedia, but we do have a couple of musical performances. But if you're in the mood for a musical, this is probably not one to go with. And with regards to the narrative, it feels really underdeveloped. It's about Larry Daly, who is described on IMDb, at least, as a Wall Street wizard, which should give you a pretty good idea of his kind of personality. And he has his eyes on Vivien. And it's about that potential relationship and various problems along the way. And there's nothing wrong with it in the sense that it's believable. The pacing's okay, but it felt underdeveloped. I felt like we could have got so much more out of the narrative. I just don't think it delivered what it had to offer. I think it could have been a much stronger story. Obviously, we could have got more from the music, and when I was watching it, I went into it knowing it was a musical, and then I was watching it and I was thinking, did I misread that? Is it actually a musical? It's kind of a mild, slightly musical film, and that was in itself a disappointment. But even if we take that out, I can enjoy a film if it's not a musical, but there's not much else to offer. The characters are fine, the performances are fine, the camera works fine, the costumes look quite good, but the narrative's really underdeveloped. The music is basically non-existent. It's just not a good film. It's watchable, and if you like films from the 30s with that kind of ambience, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. I guess a 1930s ambience, then yeah, sure, maybe it's worth watching because they are in themselves a little time capsule. One of the reasons why I love watching classic films is that even if I don't enjoy the film, even if I don't like the story or the characters, I still enjoy the concept of watching something that was created almost 100 years ago. Because here we have an actual representation of the clothing, the mannerisms, the characters, the kind of personalities, assuming the characters are realistic, of course. And they are here. I believe the characters. I don't have any issue with that. So if you're just looking for a film that will deliver the 1930s to you, then by all means, check it out. If you're looking for a good story, it's pretty mediocre. If you're looking for a musical, look elsewhere. It's not going to work. The music that we got is fine, but unfortunately there wasn't a lot of it. So Reaching for the Moon is an underdeveloped film that had potential. It is watchable, but it otherwise didn't deliver. I recommend it if you particularly like films from this time period and you just want to be transported back in time. It could work well for that. But if you're looking for a good, entertaining film, unfortunately, it's not really one that I'm going to recommend.